apostles are going to go and they're going to preach to them. I'm going to send all kinds of messengers to them to try and get them to accept the Messiah. What did they do with them? They beat Peter and John in the synagogue. The leadership opposed the messengers. They stoned Stephen. That was the last opportunity that the Jewish theocracy had. Now let me explain that the door of mercy did not close for individual Jews. God loves the Jews like He loves every ethnic group and nationality in the world. What came to an end was the Jewish theocracy. In other words, God rejected them as the instrument to reach the world for the Messiah. He gave them 4 chances. Let me tell you this, if they would not accept Jesus, it's rather doubtful that they would accept the message of anyone else. And so now God says, and we're going to find this when we study the 70 weeks, this is actually the structure, the historical structure of the 70 weeks. Well, we said this is foundational. And so, when the first group that God chose did not fulfill its mission, God says, I will take the kingdom from them, and I will give it to the ethne. That's a word for Gentiles. And I will give the kingdom to the Gentiles, and now they will go to the highways, to the byways. They will go into all the world and call people to come to the Messiah. That is the role of the Christian church. Is the Christian church today fulfills the role of Israel. The purpose of the church is to call the world to receive the Messiah where the Jewish theocracy failed. You see, if God had simply depended upon Israel during these 2,000 years, nobody would have been evangelized. Now, some people say, well, then you believe in replacement theology. You believe that the church replaces Israel. No. The church continues faithful Israel. The church is true Israel, we're going to find in our next couple of studies. It is not another people that God chooses in place of Israel. No, it is a continuation of the mission and the message of Israel. It is spiritual Israel because people might not have the literal blood of Abraham running through their veins, but they're fulfilling the mission for which God called literal Israel. Are you with me or not? And so God has called the Christian church to fulfill the mission. And by